How's it going, Jack Attackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be ending my If I Was the Showrunner series for the Flash final season. This is for episode 22, titled Forever. This is the series finale. This is the way I am ending the Flash. I might do this series, well, we'll talk about it a little more after the episode, but I might do this series with another show. Absolutely no promises, though. Because I've been doing this for a while, and it is super fun, and you guys seem to enjoy it, and I appreciate that. But one more thing before we get into the finale. Why is this episode 22? The real final season is obviously going to have 13. I've said that multiple times now, but I just don't want you guys to be confused. But you guys probably are, and it's fine, right? Maybe. Anyway, this is fan fiction. Moving on. But yeah, this is how I would end the Flash, basically. So if you want to catch up, if you're just catching this now and are like, wait, this is the series finale. I've been doing this for 3 seasons now, and this was technically my version of season 8, but yeah, I called it the final season so I would get more views. Moving on. But yeah, if you guys are confused, if you haven't watched all the episodes, make sure to go on my channel, scroll down, make sure you've seen all of them, because this is it. This is a big one. It's monumentous. Catch up, guys. No one cares. Okay, let's jump on in to the series finale. The episode starts off right where the last one ended. Barry's trapped in a completely black void. Hello? What's going on? Is anyone here? He asks frantically. Look what you've done, a familiar voice says. Barry turns around and sees his mother standing in front of him. Mom? Barry questions. The Speed Force, Nora responds. What's going on? What happened? Barry asks. Through all your time traveling and bending, it seems you have caused the destruction of time and space itself. At least that's my hypothesis, Nora explains. What? No, how's that possible? What about the Time Masters or Time Bureau? Can they help with this? Barry responds. You probably erased them entirely, Nora says. Okay, so what do I do now? Barry asks. I'm not sure, Nora replies. No, come on, there's got to be something. I mean, my team needs me. The Negative Legion is after them. They need all the help they can get, Barry explains. You don't get it, do you? Nora responds. What are you talking about? Barry says. Time and space, they don't exist anymore. At least, not right now. But then again, now isn't a real thing anymore. All there is forever, Nora exclaims. The intro sequence plays. You are not making any sense, Barry says. Well, think of your existence as a piece of paper. You know, every time you screwed up the timeline or were involved in a cataclysmic multiverse event, that paper got crumpled and crumpled until eventually it became a crumpled little ball that was then set on fire and turned to ash. Currently, we're in that ash, Barry, Nora explains. Well, there's got to be a way to fix this, Barry replies. Well, if there is, I can't think of one, Nora says. Barry then lays down and closes his eyes. He starts thinking about what he could do. He thought back to the day he got struck by lightning in his lab. He remembers it so vividly. He then opens his eyes and is suddenly in the clouds. He panics, but then realizes he's floating. What's happening? Barry says to himself. His whole body then begins to contort and electrify into a bright streak of lightning. He's hurtling toward a glass roof and briefly spots himself in his old lab. Suddenly, he smashes through the roof and slams right into himself. He then separates from his past self and back into his future self, or present self. Only he was wearing his Season 1 suit. He looks down and sees his past self unconscious on the floor. What's happening? Barry says to himself again. He then races out of the lab and onto the streets of Central City. He runs into an alley and sits down. Suddenly, Nora appears again. What did you do? She asks. I don't know, but I have to find my team. Zoom, Savitar, Black Flash, they've got to be here somewhere too, right? Barry says fearfully. I'm not sure if you could find your team or where you left off. I mean, this can't possibly be another Flashpoint, can it? I mean, time and space were non-existent. Are you dead right now? Nora questions in confusion. Something then clicks in Barry. He raises his head and widens his eyes. No, I think I created this entire universe. And my entry was through the very lightning that started all this, Barry explains. Are you saying this is all just a manifestation? Nora asks. Well, I hate to say this, but I think I'm some sort of a god, Barry replies. If you really think you're some kind of a god, then you're the one with all the power. I mean, you're the one who gets to make all the rules. You can manifest a reality identical to the one you once were in, Nora exclaims. How? Barry asks desperately. Do you remember what you did to get in this one? Nora questions. I remember thinking about the time I got struck by lightning. Are you saying that if I just continuously think about where I left off, I could theoretically get back there? Barry asks. Theoretically, Nora replies. But if I do, I'd just be living a lie. Just like Cisco said, even if I somehow was able to dissociate my memories from this reality, it wouldn't be real, Barry exclaims. Barry, nothing's real anymore, Nora responds. What are you talking about? Barry questions. You've changed things forever, Nora remarks. I didn't want any of this to happen, Barry says as tears fill his eyes. You didn't let me finish, Nora replies suddenly. Huh? Barry says in confusion. You may have changed things forever. Reality may technically be a lie. But why should that stop you? Your reality can become something true if you're the one who believes in it enough. Your love, your strength, your bravery, that's real. You live your own life no matter what. You choose your own destiny, just like how you chose yourself to be the Flash. Now run, Barry. Run, Nora says. The Flash theme starts to kick in as Barry inhales deeply, starts running, and begins to remember where he left off fighting Zoom, Savitar, and Black Flash. Lightning forms all around him, and a new reality starts to form. He's back fighting the three, as he then launches a massive stroke of lightning at them and shocks them out of time and space entirely. He then runs over to Team Flash and the others, standing next to Cicada and DeVoe, both defeated. So, did we win? Ezra Miller's Flash says. Something like that, Barry replies as he then smiles and walks closer to everyone. It cuts to a few weeks later. Barry is cleaning out his bunker, getting ready to move into his new apartment. Bart is there helping him. So I know we haven't had a whole lot of time to relax lately, especially after everything you said you went through, creating new realities like frickin' Thanos from Infinity War with the Reality Stone and whatnot, but Thawne's Speed Force Spirit is still out there, Bart exclaims. You're absolutely right. Which is why I wanted to give you something, actually, Barry replies. What is it? Bart questions. Barry pulls out his Flash suit and hands it to Bart. It's yours now, Barry says. Are you serious? Bart asks in shock. Dead serious. This reality is going to need the Flash to keep it in check, and I've done my duty. I've made my own destiny. It's time to make yours. I just hope it fits, Barry replies, smiling. A montage sequence begins as Wonderful Life by Smith and Burroughs starts to play. Bart puts on the suit, looks at himself in a mirror, and then races off. Bart laughs out of pure joy and runs through a vast field as Barry then trots up beside him and smiles. Caitlin, Patty, Max, and Joe all smile together as they melancholically look at Cisco's headstone. Barry and Bart then race into the scene and start hugging them. They all stand together looking at one another with big grins. The outro plays, and the episode ends. So that is the finale, I guess. Wrote this a long time ago, a few months ago at this point. But yeah, that's basically how I would end it. It's supposed to be a happy ending. You know, he's like, it's supposed to start out like, oh shoot, man, Barry really screwed up this time. And then by the end, it's like, he fixes things, kind of. Is he living a lie? Who knows? That's for you to decide. But, you know, it's still supposed to be, like, my intentions were that it was, well, maybe more of a bittersweet ending. I don't know. But it is supposed to be a happy ending with Team Flash back together and them all hugging. And obviously the big thing, Bart gets to become the Flash. He's no longer Impulse. So, yeah, that's kind of... I didn't want Barry to die. I kind of came up like Barry shouldn't die. If they do kill Barry in the real final season, I think that'd be a mistake. It all depends on how they do it, but yeah, it didn't make sense for Barry to die. So he doesn't. He just is no longer the Flash. He retires and gives the, I guess, mantle of the Flash to Bart, which just made the most sense to me, and whatever. But, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. That's the final episode, and, again, I might do this with other shows sometime, and I could easily do a spin-off with Bart trying to track down Thawne's negative tachyons or Speed Force spirit. It all depends on how that could work out. And I also had other villains that I was going to do. I'm not going to say what they are, okay, because I don't want to hype you guys up, because there's absolutely no promises. I mean, even if I did do a spin-off with Bart, it would be a long time from now, I feel like. I don't know. I've been doing these a long time, and I kind of want to branch out from just doing these and kind of do more videos, talk about other movies and TV shows, and I have no idea when you are going to be watching this, as I mentioned multiple times, I feel like. But, yeah. All I can say is, hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching these. These are probably this is my most popular series of videos I've ever done, probably. They aren't as popular as they used to be, but still, really appreciate it, and all the comments and all the support. You guys are dope, and making wikis and stuff about it. That's just awesome. Thank you guys. And that's kind of my, yeah, if I was a showrunner, I guess. So, anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know down in the comments. And if you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.